welcome to chemistry class with Peace once more. So today we are going to treat acid, base and salt in details. This is an important topic. You must understand this very well in order to tackle chemistry questions. Acid, base and salt. This is a special topic because if you don't understand it from the beginning, you won't be able to attempt questions under acid-base reaction. You won't be able to understand acid-base titration when you don't understand the concept very well. Okay, we have acid, base and salt on the board. What is an acid? What is an acid? An acid is a substance that produces hydrogen ion or oxonium ion as the only positive ion when dissolved in water. An acid that produces hydrogen ion or oxonium ion as the only positive ion when dissolved in water. Examples. We have hydrochloric acid, we have tetraoxosulfacic acid, we have triazoocarbonate 4 acid and other ones. This hydrochloric acid, when it is dissolved in water, it produces hydrogen ion as the only positive ion. So this is the only positive ion there. The same thing with sulfuric acid. It produces hydrogen ion as the only positive ion when dissolved in water. The same thing with this. Then we have properties of acid. Properties of acid. Physical properties of acid. Number 1, acid turns blue litmus paper to red. Very important. Acid turns blue litmus paper to red. Acid turns blue litmus paper to red. Number 2, acid has salts. Acid has what? Salts. Then another one. Acid has pH level less than 7. Then another one. Concentrated acid is corrosive to the body. So these are the physical properties of acid. Then coming to acid turns blue litmus paper to red. Let me show you an example of it. We have these solutions A and solution B. When you put blue litmus paper in an acid, it turns to red. This is blue litmus paper. Here is our acid. Can you see it? It turns to red immediately. That's one of the properties. Acid has a sour taste. Okay, there are some fruit that when you take it, it has sour taste. For instance, agbalumo or udara as some people call it. It has sour taste. That's because it's acidic in nature citric fruits, tangerine, lime, some of them have sour taste, another one pineapple, that's because they are acidic in nature. They have sour taste because they are acidic. Then I want us to talk about strong acid and strong base. Strong acid and strong base. Strong acid and strong base. Strong acid are acids that dissolve completely in water. They dissociate completely in water. Under strong acid, we have strong acid as sulfuric acid, tetraoxosulfuric acid. We have H2SO4. Under strong acid, it dissociates completely in water to form hydrogen ion. Another example, triazonitrate 5 acid is also a strong acid. Another example, hydrochloric acid, also a strong acid. Then we have weak acid. Weak acid, they don't dissociate completely in water. Then this one, under it we have triazocarbonate 4 acid. We also have ethanoic acid under weak acid. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share. Then now we are going into base. Base. What is a base? Before then, let's quickly talk about the chemical properties of acid. Properties of acid. You have to learn it very well, master it very well. Number 1, acid reacts with base to form salt and water only. Acid reacts with base to form salt and water only. Okay, this is an acid. This is hydrochloric acid. Reacting with base, this is sodium hydroxide. Is a base. This is aqueous sodium hydroxide to form sodium chloride and then H2O. It's a neutralization reaction. The reaction whereby acid reacts with base to form salt and water is known as neutralization reaction. I say what? Neutralization. Neutralization reaction. Another chemical process is that acid reacts with triazocarbonate 4 salts to liberate hydrogen gas. Acid reacts with triazocarbonate 4 salt to form salt water and liberate carbon 4 oxide. Acid reacts with triazocarbonate 4 salt when they react with triazocarbonate 4 salt, they form salt, water, and then liberate carbon 4 oxide. Now let's show an equation to that. We have H2SO4. This is an acid reacting with what? Sodium carbonate. When this is triazocarbonate 4 salt, this is an acid. When they react, they are going to form sodium sulfate. They will form water and they will form carbon 4 oxide. Please make sure you master these chemical properties very well. We have to master it very well. If you don't understand this foundation state of acid, base, and salt, it will confuse you when you go up. Then we now have another one, another chemical properties. Acid reacts with strong metal to liberate hydrogen gas. Acid reacts with reactive metals to liberate hydrogen gas. Let's give an equation to that. This is an acid, hydrochloric acid, reacting with zinc. Zinc is a metal. Zinc is more reactive than hydrogen. When they react, they will form zinc chloride and then liberate hydrogen gas. Now we are going to treat about base, and we will also treat about salt. Now we are going to discuss about basicity of an acid. Let's discuss about basicity of an acid before we go into base. What is the basicity of an acid? Basicity of an acid is defined as the number of replaceable hydrogen ions contained in 1 mole of an acid. The number of replaceable hydrogen ions in 1 mole of an acid. So when there is only one replaceable hydrogen ion, we say that the acid is monobasic. When there are 2 replaceable hydrogen ions, we call it dibasic. When there are 3 replaceable hydrogen ions, tribasic. And then it continues that way. So example, this is hydrochloric acid. In this hydrochloric acid, there's only one replaceable hydrogen. We call it monobasic. Then we have tetraoxosulfatic acid. This one, there are 2 replaceable hydrogen ions. So the basicity is 2 and then known as dibasic. We also have tetraoxophosphate 5 acid. This one, there are 3 replaceable hydrogen ions. We call it tribasic. Then there's one particular that always confuses students. This is ethanoic acid. This ethanoic acid, this is the only replaceable hydrogen ion here. So the basicity is 1 and it is known to be monobasic. We are now going to discuss about the base in details. What is a base? Now let's discuss about base. What is a base? A base is a substance that neutralizes an acid to form salt and water only. A base is a substance that reacts with an acid to form sodium, salt, and water only. And these bases, they are known to be the oxide and hydroxides of strong metals. So base, they are what? Oxides and hydroxides of metals. They are oxides and hydroxides of metals. Example, sodium oxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, etc. and others. Then we also have alkalis. We have what we call alkalis. Alkalis are hydroxides that are soluble in water. They are what? Hydroxides. They are basic hydroxides that are soluble in water. Alkalis are basic hydroxides that are soluble in water. They are the hydroxides of strong metals. So there we have sodium hydroxide and we have potassium hydroxides. They are bases that are soluble in water. They are bases that react with water to produce hydroxide ion as the only negative ion. Then now, let's talk about strong base and weak base. Strong base and weak base. Strong base are the base that ionize completely in water to form hydroxide ion, while weak base are bases that don't ionize completely in water. Under strong base, we have potassium hydroxide, we have sodium hydroxide. But under weak base, we have calcium hydroxide, we have magnesium hydroxide, we have sodium carbonate, etc. Then, now let's quickly talk about the physical properties of